with me Jeremy Gray. Jeremy, where are you based out of now? Where are you located?
I'm actually in Vietnam. I'm in a town or city called Vung Tau. Vung Tau is about 2 hours south of Ho Chi Minh City. It's the nearest coastal resort to Ho Chi Minh City. So I'm in southern Vietnam.
Alrighty, so when you look, what's the business environment there so that folks on my program can get an idea of it?
Oh, Mike, that's an absolutely great question. Vietnam is absolutely booming. Q2 GDP growth 7.7%. Q3 GDP growth 13.1%. Vietnam is benefiting from the basically, quite frankly, with the US-China disruptions, people are looking for other countries to get their materials from. We've got huge investments here from Samsung, Apple are here building their iPods. It really is a booming country. A great demographics, very, very young population. Vietnam is, I think, one of the most connected countries in the world in regard to free trade agreements. So, I mean, Mike, I'm really glad you asked that question because I would love to help any company who's thinking about setting up in Vietnam. You know, I would love to just give you some guidance, be the person on the ground. It is a fantastic environment.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's what International Business Growth Radio, that's what we do here. We bring in talent from around the world. So Jeremy, how do people in Vietnam and the Far East view American business now, say as opposed to 5 years ago? And what are they looking at going forward?
Well, that's interesting. You know, Vietnam, despite the Vietnam War, or as they say here, the American War, despite that, Vietnam is very, very pro-American, very pro-American. And you know, they really are interested in emulating the American business style. You know, the young people are very interested in going to America for their education. They really want to be entrepreneurs following the American system. At the moment, most of the investment coming into Vietnam is actually coming out of Asia, right? So the leading investment countries coming into Vietnam are countries like Korea and Japan. But there's plenty of FDI coming out of the US, and yeah, a very favorable attitude. And that has not changed a lot over the last 5 years. It's still very, very positive.